Chosen ones, 5 signs you're about to experience a huge moment of ascension. Have you ever felt like you don't quite belong in this world? Like you're standing at the edge of something so much bigger than yourself? Maybe you've sensed it in quiet moments, an inner pull, a subtle whisper, or a deep knowing that you're here for something extraordinary. If you've ever felt this way, you are not alone. You are one of the chosen ones. And if you're watching this right now, it's not a coincidence. The universe doesn't operate on randomness, it operates on alignment. You were meant to hear this because something incredible is about to happen in your life. You are standing on the brink of a huge moment of ascension, a leap into a new version of yourself. But how do you know when this moment is coming? How do you recognize the signs that your entire reality is about to shift? The truth is, the universe is always communicating with us, but it doesn't use words, it uses energy, vibrations, and signs. These signs are subtle at first, almost like a nudge, but as your moment of ascension approaches, they become louder, undeniable, impossible to ignore. These signs are not random, they are messages, indicators that your soul is preparing to rise to a higher level of consciousness. And when you recognize and align with these signs, you begin to accelerate the transformation that's already happening within you. One of the first signs of ascension is a deep sense of discomfort. This discomfort doesn't come from external circumstances, it comes from within. You start to feel restless, like the life you've been living no longer fits. The things that used to bring you joy may suddenly feel empty. Relationships, jobs, or routines that once felt safe and familiar may begin to feel restrictive, even suffocating. This discomfort isn't a sign that something is wrong, it's a sign that your soul is expanding, outgrowing the limitations of your current reality. Think about it: when a seed begins to grow, it has to break through the shell that once protected it. That process isn't easy, but it's necessary for the seed to blossom. The same is true for you.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
So, let me ask you, are there areas of your life right now that feel like they're falling apart? Are you clinging to things that no longer resonate with who you are becoming? What if the very things you're trying to hold on to are the things your soul is asking you to release? This is one of the hardest truths about ascension. It often requires letting go of who you thought you were, what you thought you wanted, and everything you thought you knew. And in that letting go, you create space for something far greater to emerge. Another powerful sign that you're approaching a moment of ascension is heightened sensitivity. Suddenly, you may notice that your emotions feel more intense, like they're bubbling up to the surface. You might find yourself crying for no apparent reason, or feeling waves of joy, sadness, or even anger that seem to come out of nowhere. This isn't a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. Your emotions are energy, and as your vibration increases, they are being brought to the surface to be released. You're clearing out the old energy that no longer serves you to make room for the higher frequencies you're stepping into. But it's not just your emotions, you may also become more sensitive to the energy around you. Crowded places might feel overwhelming, certain people's energy might feel draining, or you might start to notice synchronicities, like seeing repeating numbers or hearing the same message from different sources. These are not coincidences, they're signs. They're the universe's way of saying, pay attention. You're on the right path. Let's dive deeper into this. Have you started to notice patterns in your life that seem too precise to be random? Maybe you've been seeing 11:11 on the clock, or finding feathers in unexpected places. Or maybe you've been drawn to spiritual practices like meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature. These are signs that your vibration is shifting. Your soul is tuning into the frequency of the universe, and the universe is responding by guiding you toward your next level. But here's something you need to understand. Ascension isn't just about feeling good or experiencing signs, it's about transformation. And transformation requires you to face the parts of yourself that you've been avoiding. This is why another sign of ascension is the surfacing of old wounds. You might find yourself revisiting painful memories or patterns you thought you had healed. This isn't a setback, it's a setup for your breakthrough. These wounds are coming to the surface because they're ready to be released. Your soul is saying, it's time to let this go. It's time to heal. So, let me ask you again, are you willing to face the parts of yourself that you've been hiding from? Are you willing to feel the discomfort, the intensity, and the uncertainty that comes with growth? Because here's the truth, ascension isn't easy. It's not a straight path. It's messy, it's challenging, and it will shake you to your core. But it will also awaken you to a version of yourself you never knew existed. A version of yourself that is powerful, limitless, and deeply connected to the truth of who you are. You might be wondering, why me? Why am I experiencing this? The answer is simple: because you're ready. You wouldn't be feeling these signs if your soul wasn't prepared for this leap. You are here for a reason. You are one of the chosen ones, and you are being called to rise. The question is, will you answer that call? Will you trust the signs, even when they don't make sense? Will you surrender to the process, even when it feels uncomfortable? This is just the beginning of your journey. The signs are here, the shift is happening, and your moment of ascension is closer than you think. The threshold of transformation, walking through the doorway of ascension as you begin to notice the signs, the restlessness, the heightened sensitivity, the synchronicities. You might find yourself standing at a crossroads. This is a pivotal moment in your journey. It's the threshold of transformation, the moment when you must decide whether to stay in the comfort of what you know or step into the unknown and trust the process of ascension. And let's be clear, this isn't just about making a decision. It's about embodying a higher level of trust, surrender, and courage than you've ever known. Because crossing the threshold means leaving behind the version of yourself that no longer serves you and stepping into the vast, limitless potential of who you're becoming. One of the most profound signs that you're on the brink of ascension is the collapse of old systems in your life. Suddenly, the things you've relied on, whether it's relationships, jobs, habits, or beliefs, may start to fall apart. It can feel disorienting, even terrifying, as though the foundation beneath you is crumbling. But what if this isn't destruction? What if it's construction? What if the old systems are falling away because they can't support the higher vibration you're stepping into? Think of it like a house that's being rebuilt. Before the new structure can rise, the old one must come down. This isn't a sign of failure, it's a sign of preparation. Let me ask you something. What in your life is no longer in alignment with who you are becoming? Is there a relationship that drains your energy, a job that feels like it's holding you back, or a belief that keeps you small? These things served you at one point, but as your vibration rises, they begin to feel heavy, like weights holding you down. The universe is asking you to release them, not as an act of loss, but as an act of liberation. And here's the key: the more you resist letting go, the harder the process becomes. But when you surrender, when you trust that what's leaving your life is making space for something greater, the transformation becomes less about struggle and more about flow. Another sign that you're stepping into a moment of ascension is the emergence of heightened intuition. You may find that you just know things without knowing how. Your inner voice becomes louder, clearer, and more direct. This is because ascension is not just a physical or emotional process, it's a spiritual awakening. Your intuition is your connection to the infinite intelligence of the universe, and as your vibration rises, this connection strengthens. You begin to see beyond the surface of things, to sense the energy behind people, situations, and decisions. But here's the challenge: trusting your intuition can feel like walking in the dark. It often goes against logic, against what you've been taught to believe. It asks you to leap before you can see the net. So, how do you know when to trust it? The answer lies in your body. Intuition doesn't speak through fear or overthinking, it speaks through a calm, grounded knowing. It feels expansive, not restrictive. So the next time your intuition nudges you, ask yourself, does this feel like truth, even if it doesn't make sense? And if the answer is yes, trust it. As you move through this threshold, you may also notice a deepening connection with yourself and the world around you. This is one of the most beautiful signs of ascension, the realization that you are not separate from the universe, but an integral part of it. You begin to see the divine in everything, in nature, in other people, and most importantly, in yourself. This connection brings a sense of peace, even in the midst of chaos, because you start to understand that everything is unfolding exactly as it's meant to. But let's be honest, this connection doesn't mean the journey is easy. Ascension often brings up shadows, the parts of yourself that you've suppressed or ignored. These shadows are not here to harm you, they're here to teach you. They are the unhealed wounds, the limiting beliefs, and the fears that have been holding you back. When they surface, it can feel overwhelming, like you're being pulled backward instead of moving forward. But what if these shadows are actually a gift? What if they're showing you exactly what needs to be healed so you can step fully into your light? So, let me ask you again, are you willing to face your shadows? Are you willing to sit with your discomfort, to hold space for your pain, and to release it with love? Because this is the work of ascension. It's not about bypassing your struggles or pretending everything is perfect. It's about embracing the full spectrum of your experience, the light and the dark, the joy and the pain, and knowing that all of it is part of your growth. As you cross this threshold, remember that you are not alone. The universe is walking with you every step of the way, sending you signs, guidance, and support. And even when the path feels uncertain, trust that you are exactly where you're meant to be. Because the doorway of ascension doesn't open for everyone, it opens for those who are ready. And the fact that you're here, listening to this, feeling these signs, and asking these questions is proof that you are ready. This is your moment. The threshold is in front of you. The only question left is, will you walk through it? The sacred shift, embracing the energy of your new reality, crossing the threshold, is just the beginning. As you step into this sacred space of ascension, you'll notice that life begins to feel different, not just externally, but at its very core. It's as if the world is the same, yet you're no longer the same. Colors seem brighter, time feels more fluid, and even the smallest moments carry a sense of profound meaning. This is the sacred shift. It's the energetic recalibration that happens when you align with a higher vibration and begin to live in harmony with your new reality. But this shift is not automatic. It requires intention, awareness, and an open heart to fully embrace. One of the most profound changes you'll notice is a sense of alignment, almost as if the pieces of your life are clicking into place in ways you never thought possible. Opportunities may start to appear as if by magic. Relationships may deepen into unconditional love, and even challenges will begin to feel less like obstacles and more like stepping stones. This is the universe responding to your new vibration. But here's the key: alignment doesn't mean your external world will instantly transform. Instead, it starts within you. When you are aligned internally, when your thoughts, emotions, and actions resonate with your higher self, the external world begins to reflect that alignment back to you. Let me ask you, what does alignment feel like to you? Have you ever had a moment where everything just felt right, even if it didn't make sense? That feeling is your soul's way of saying, this is the path. The more you tune into that feeling, the stronger it becomes. And as you continue to follow it, you'll find yourself living from a place of flow rather than force. But here's something important to remember: the sacred shift is not without its challenges. As you step into this new reality, you may find that old patterns, beliefs, or even people begin to resurface. This isn't a sign that you're regressing, it's a sign that you're being given the opportunity to reaffirm your new vibration. Think of it like a test from the universe, asking you, are you truly ready to let go of the old and embrace the new? When these old energies appear, don't resist them. Instead, meet them with compassion and curiosity. Ask yourself, what is this here to teach me? Why is this showing up now? Often these moments are not about the external situation, they're about the energy you're holding within yourself. For example, if you notice the return of self-doubt or fear, it's likely because a part of you still believes in the limitations of your old identity. This is your chance to rewrite that story. One of the most powerful tools for anchoring your new reality is gratitude. Gratitude is more than a feeling, it's a frequency. When you practice gratitude, you align yourself with the energy of abundance, signaling to the universe that you are ready to receive more of what you're grateful for. But this isn't just about being thankful for what you already have, it's about feeling gratitude for the things that haven't yet manifested, as if they're already here. This practice activates the energy of your desires and accelerates their manifestation. Take a moment to reflect, what are you grateful for right now? And what would it feel like to be grateful for the life you're stepping into, even before it fully arrives? When you embody this energy, you begin to collapse the timeline between where you are and where you want to be, pulling your desires into your present reality. Another key to embracing this sacred shift is to surround yourself with high vibrational energy. This doesn't mean you have to cut people out of your life or isolate yourself, but it does mean being intentional about the energy you allow into your space. Spend time with people who uplift and inspire you, engage in practices that nourish your soul, and create an environment that reflects the energy of your higher self. Remember, energy is contagious. The more you immerse yourself in high vibrational environments, the easier it becomes to sustain your new reality. But perhaps the most important step in this sacred shift is to trust yourself. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Trust that the universe is working in your favor. And most importantly, trust that you are capable of stepping fully into this new reality. Sometimes, the biggest barrier to ascension isn't the external world, it's the stories we tell ourselves about what we're capable of. But here's the truth: you are limitless. The only limits that exist are the ones you believe in. So, let me ask you, what would your life look like if you truly trusted yourself? If you believed, without a shadow of a doubt, that you are worthy of everything you desire? This is the energy of the sacred shift, the energy of knowing, beyond logic or evidence, that you are exactly where you're meant to be, becoming exactly who you're meant to be. You've already taken the first step, you've crossed the threshold. Now it's time to embrace the shift, to claim the energy of your new reality, and to trust that everything is unfolding perfectly, because it is. The awakening, becoming the creator of your ascended life. You've stepped through the doorway. You've felt the pull of transformation, faced your shadows, and embraced the sacred shift. Now, this is where the real magic begins. This is the awakening, the moment when you fully step into your role as the creator of your ascended life. This isn't just about observing the changes that are happening to you, it's about actively shaping the reality you wish to live in. It's about realizing that you are no longer at the mercy of outside circumstances. You are the architect of your existence, the one who decides how your energy is expressed in this world. But with this awakening comes great responsibility. It requires you to show up fully, not just for the life you're building, but for the truth of who you are. When you awaken, you begin to see the world for what it truly is, a reflection of your inner state. The people, opportunities, and challenges around you are mirrors, revealing your beliefs, your energy, and even the lessons you still need to learn. This awareness can feel overwhelming at first. How do you navigate a world that feels so intricately connected to your every thought and feeling? The answer is simple but profound. You must choose. Choose who you want to be. Choose the energy you want to embody. Choose the reality you want to create. Ascension isn't about perfection, it's about alignment. And alignment is a choice you make moment by moment. The key to becoming the creator of your ascended life is presence. When you awaken, you realize that the past no longer defines you, and the future is nothing more than potential. The only place where creation happens is here and now. When you stay present, you tap into the infinite possibilities that exist in this moment. You stop living on autopilot and start living intentionally, with every thought, word, and action becoming an expression of your higher self. Let me ask you, how often do you pause and truly experience the present moment? How often do you breathe deeply, feel the energy in your body, and allow yourself to simply be? Presence is the foundation of creation, and it's the gateway to your highest potential. As you awaken, you'll also discover the power of your vibration. You'll begin to see how your energy impacts everything around you, from the smallest interactions to the largest manifestations. When you hold a high vibration, you attract experiences that resonate with it. But when your vibration dips, you may notice challenges or obstacles arising. This isn't a punishment, it's feedback. It's the universe showing you where you need to realign. The more you master your vibration, the more effortlessly you create the life you desire. And here's the most extraordinary part: as you awaken, you realize that your ascension is not just for you, it's for the collective. Every time you raise your vibration, every time you choose love over fear, you contribute to the elevation of the entire planet. You become a beacon, a light that inspires others to awaken to their own potential. Your journey creates ripples that extend far beyond what you can see. So, let me ask you one final question. What will you create with this power? What kind of life will you choose to build, not just for yourself, but for the world around you? The awakening is a gift, but it's also a call to action, a call to step fully into your role as a creator, a healer, and a channel for divine energy. You've already started this journey, and the signs have guided you here for a reason. This is your moment. This is your awakening. Trust it, embrace it, and most importantly, create from it, because the world is waiting for the unique light that only you can bring.